My name was Ethan James Carter. 21. Senior at Northwestern. 6 feet 2 inches, 170 pounds of mostly limbs and sarcasm. I lived in black cargo shorts, thrifted band tees, and the same beat-to-hell gray Vans I'd worn since I was 17. My hair was a perpetual, I woke up like this disaster. My entire personality was, I'm here for the free food and to make fun of people who try too hard. I was the guy who, when asked what my style was, answered laundry day. This is the story of how one single sentence, one stupid bet, one pink satin dress, and 30 days of absolute chaos turned me into Evie James Carter. Full-time influencer, professional princess, and the happiest I've ever been in my entire life. It all began on Thursday, October 12, 2023, at 9:47 p.m. I was on the couch in our off-campus apartment, eating cold pizza and watching Lily, my roommate, best friend and professional chaos goblin, go live on TikTok. Lily Park, 5 feet 3 inches, pastel-haired, 1.4 million followers, the girl who could make money by blinking in soft lighting, was doing a closet clean-out and giveaway. She held up garment after garment while chat screamed numbers. Then she pulled out the dress. Baby pink satin. Spaghetti straps. Hemline that barely qualified as legal. Covered in tiny crystal bows that caught the ring light like a disco ball. It looked like Barbie's prom dress had a love child with a cupcake. Lily spun it around and cooed, "This is literally the cutest thing I've ever owned. Who wants it for the price of shipping?" Chat lost its mind. 40K viewers. Hearts flying. People offering hundreds of dollars. I snorted so loud the mic picked it up. "That thing looks like a bottle of Pepto-Bismol fucked to Build-A-Bear. I would rather die than wear that." The camera whipped to me. Lily's eyes lit up like she'd just been handed a loaded gun. Big words, Ethan James Carter. Care to make it interesting? I should have seen the trap. I did not. Name your terms, Park. She grinned the grin that has ended civilizations. If you ever, and I mean ever, willingly wear anything even remotely that girly, you have to let me give you a complete makeover and be my live-in doll for 30 consecutive days. Everything on camera. No backing out. No safe word. Full surrender. The chat was screaming. I was 21 and invincible. Deal. I have literally never been less likely to lose anything in my life. We wrote it down on actual paper, signed it in front of 52,000 live viewers, and Pinky swore like we were 12. I went to bed smug. I woke up screwed. Day 1. The seed is planted. Lily spent the next 3 days being suspiciously nice. She left the pink dress draped over my gaming chair by accident. She ordered Starbucks in my name with, "Try the dress, coward," written on the cup. She tagged me in every single man in dress meme on the internet. She played psychological warfare like a PhD candidate. I held strong. Day 4, the PS5 incident. Friday night. I was grinding ranked when Lily walked in holding a brand new limited edition Spider-Man PS5 bundle. The one that had been sold out globally for 8 months. The one I had a saved eBay search for. My brain blue-screened. Where the hell did you get that? She smiled like Lucifer offering the apple. Put the dress on. Just for 30 seconds. One selfie. Face cropped out. It never sees the light of day. Console is yours tonight. I stared at the box. Then the dress. Then the box again. 30 seconds. Cropped face. No one would ever know. I was an idiot. I took the dress to my room, heart hammering like I was robbing a bank. The satin slid over my skin like liquid. It was cold and slippery and way softer than I expected. The hem barely hit mid-thigh. The neckline dipped lower than anything I'd ever worn in my life. The bows sparkled under my RGB lights like they were mocking me. I looked in the full-length mirror on the back of my door and felt every ounce of air leave my lungs. I looked good. Like stupidly, unfairly good. My legs looked endless. My waist looked tiny. My collarbones were suddenly the main character. The pink made my gray eyes look almost blue. I turned sideways and the dress hugged places I didn't know I had. I took the fastest photo in human history, face completely out of frame, and threw my phone at Lily like it was on fire. Done. Give me my console. She didn't give me the console. She posted the photo, full body, full face, to her 1.4 million followers with the caption. He said he'd never wear that. He lasted exactly 96 hours. Say hello to Evie, my new doll, for the next 30 days. Contract signed. No escape. Daily vlogs start tomorrow. The internet exploded. The post hit 10 million views in 6 hours. It was on every Explore page. Twitter was calling it the greatest plot twist of 2023. My phone died from notifications. My boys' group chat became a screaming void of skull emojis and but what happened? Lily walked in, handed me the signed contract and said the words that ended my life as I knew it. Pack your cargo shorts, Ethan. They're going in storage. You're Evie now. Day 5. The first morning, the day I lost my body hair and my dignity. I woke up to Lily and 3 of her influencer friends in my bedroom with ring lights brighter than the sun. Good morning, princess. Time to become her. They waxed everything. Legs, arms, chest, back, eyebrows, and places I didn't know had hair. I screamed so loud the downstairs neighbors texted, "Is someone dying?" The girl doing my eyebrows just patted my cheek and said, "Welcome to womanhood, babe." Then came the lingerie drawer. An entire rolling suitcase of it. Lace bras, satin panties with bows, garter belts, stockings. Lily held up a pair of pink panties that said "Baby Girl" in rhinestones across the butt and declared, "These are non-negotiable." I cried. Actual tears. But I put them on. Then the breast forms. Professional medical-grade silicone D-cups that cost more than my rent. They warmed to my body temperature and moved when I moved. They glued them on with theatrical adhesive that lasted 2 weeks minimum. When I looked down, I had real bouncy cleavage. Then the outfit. White pleated tennis skirt so short it should have been illegal. Baby pink cropped cardigan with tiny pearl buttons. Thigh-high white stockings with satin bows. Platform Mary Janes that added 5 inches to my height. Hair in high pigtails with pink ribbons. Makeup took 3 full hours. Full beat. Foundation, color-correcting, contour, baking highlighter that made me look like I'd swallowed a ring light, soft pink eyeshadow. Winged liner sharp enough to commit crimes, 4 coats of mascara, lip gloss that smelled like strawberries. My own hair was too short, so they added honey blonde clip-in extensions that fell to my lower back in perfect waves. When they finally spun me to the mirror, I forgot how to breathe. The girl staring back was 6 feet 6 inches in heels, legs for literal days, tiny waist, big innocent eyes, pouty glossy lips, and looked like she'd been born in that exact outfit. Lily whispered, "Say hello to Evie." I opened my mouth to protest and a soft, breathy voice came out. They'd made me do vocal warm-ups all morning. "Hi. I'm Evie." The camera caught it. The video titled, Day 1. Turning my macho roommate into a princess, currently has 89 million views. Week 1. Learning to walk again. Days 5 to 11 were pure survival. I learned to walk in heels, fell exactly 47 times the first day. I learned to sit with my knees together. I learned that skirts flip up in wind and the entire campus now knew what color panties I was wearing on Tuesday. Lily filmed everything. Evie tries to game in full glam. I couldn't type with acrylics. Evie's first Starbucks run. I cried in the bathroom after a guy called me miss, and I realized I liked it. Evie gets catcalled for the first time. I floated for 3 hours. By day 10 I had my own TikTok account at Evie Shrugged with 1.2 million followers. People were obsessed. Half thought it was performance art. Half were madly in love with me. Both sides sent me clothes. By day 12 I stopped correcting people who called me she. Week 2, the shift. Day 16 is the day everything broke open. I woke up before Lily. Put on a silk robe and bonnet by myself. Did my own makeup, soft, dewy, beginner-friendly. Chose a baby blue sundress with puff sleeves and white knee-high socks. Walked to the kitchen and made coffee without wobbling once. I looked in the hallway mirror and smiled, not for the camera, not because Lily told me to, just because the girl looking back finally felt like home. That night I sat Lily down and cried harder than I ever had. "I don't want to go back," I whispered. "When the 30 days are over. I don't want to be Ethan again. I can't." She held me while I sobbed into her shoulder, ruining my makeup. "Baby," she said, "you never have to be anyone but Evie ever again. This was never about the bet. This was about letting you meet yourself." Week 3. Coming out to the world and my parents. Day 20. We burned my cargo shorts in a live-streamed ceremony titled Funeral for Ethan's Wardrobe. 2.3 million viewers. Someone played violin in the background. It was dramatic as hell. Day 22. I came out to my parents over FaceTime wearing a pearl choker, soft curls, and a smile I couldn't fake. Mom cried happy tears and said, "I always knew my baby was special." Dad was quiet for a long time, then said, "If she's happy, I'm happy. Just send pictures. I need to see this alleged granddaughter everyone's talking about." Day 25. My boys from back home flew in to meet me. They brought roses and called me ma'am, unironically. We got drunk on Rose and played Mario Kart. I won in 6-inch heels. Week 4. The final day. Day 30 fell on a Friday. Lily set up the biggest production yet. Fairy lights, flower arch, 3 cameras, 4.7 million live viewers. The title, Day 30, Does Evie Stay or Does Ethan Come Back? I walked into frame wearing the original pink dress, now tailored to fit me perfectly. Hair longer, real growth plus better extensions, body softer. I'd quietly started HRT 2 weeks in, makeup flawless, confidence radiating. I looked at the camera and said the words that changed everything. I said I'd never wear that. Now it's all I own. And I've never been happier in my entire life. Ethan isn't coming back. Evie is home. The chat cried. Lily cried. I cried. The video has 112 million views and counting. Epilogue, 6 months later, where I am now. I'm Evie James Carter full-time. I kept the name. Kept the wardrobe, it's bigger now. Brands send me boxes every day. Kept the boobs, upgraded to my own, no more glue. Kept the boyfriend, yes, one of Lily's followers, now my follower, now my everything. He proposed last month with a ring that matches my aesthetic perfectly. I still play video games, but my setup is pastel pink and covered in Sanrio stickers. I still eat pizza, but I do it in mini skirts and crop tops. I still quote vines, but now I do it with a Valley Girl lilt I didn't have to force. Every single morning I wake up, look in the mirror at the girl who used to be a punishment, and I smile the biggest smile I've ever smiled. Because one stupid sentence, one pink dress, and 30 days of chaos gave me the greatest gift I've ever received. Myself. So yeah. I said I'd never wear that. Turns out, never, was just the time it took for me to finally meet the girl I was always meant to be. And now every bow, every ruffle, every scrap of satin in my closet isn't a prison. It's freedom. Thank you for coming on this journey with me. If you want the extended 40-hour director's cut with every waxing scream, every viral meltdown, every time I fell in heels, every private moment I realized I was in love with being Evie, it's all in the pinned video series, 30 Days to Evie, Unfiltered. You're not ready. But you will be. Love you the most, Evie.